6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, go. Okay. I'm going to do things differently this time. We're going to start at the house. Just shaking it up a little bit. You know what? I should go south first. That's what I should do. She knows I'm talking to people, so she wants to be heard. I assume her usually loud meowing is quite audible. I'll get the chest first. $50. Okay. That's right, Marley. I'm just now beginning to realize that this route may not be ideal. There is a reason I usually go the other way first, and it's because I am down here, and I can't go to the left because I don't have bombs for Regina, and I can't go to the right because I don't have bombs for Moldworm Cave. So I'll just go north to the castle, which was what I was looking at originally, and then decided to turn around and go, no, you know what, let's check out the dam. He's right, Marley, it was a bad move. What was I thinking? Grab that sign. Soldier? Both of you. Okay, guard drops 5 arrows. I do not care about 5 arrows. Tree pull is $20. Let's see what Uncle's got. Worst case scenario, I'm walking out of here with $125, which means I definitely have money for the bottle vendor. $145, which means I definitely have money for the bottle vendor. Excuse me, guards. Okay, so this was a bit of a bust. Let's kill a guard. For nothing. Okay. Save and quit. Now we do my usual check, which is the sanctuary. For a key. You don't like to see a key in here. That means I definitely need to do Dark Cross. Good news is I watched somebody do Dark Cross just the other day, so I'm like a little bit more clear on exactly what needs to be done to get through there in the dark. So if I gotta do that room in the dark, it shouldn't be impossible. I will deal with Pickle, who will drop $5. I will do the tree pull again for another 20. I get to check the bush crab now. It's just arrows. Okay, I don't care about arrows. Oh, that's so cruel! Oh no! Bombo's medallion on Lumberjack Cave. Oh, okay. Bombos on Lumberjack means that I might need to kill Aghanim. Bombos can possibly be my unlock for 3 different things. Ooh, cape. We like to see the cape. So Bombos can be used to get into Ice Palace. It can be used to get into Misery Mire. It can be used to get into Turtle Rock. 10 arrows. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of things that could theoretically be gated behind the Bombos medallion. So it being there is mildly concerning. I might need to kill a wizard. Grab that bomb just for safety. That particular set of bonk rocks was something that I have been doing lately but it is something that I saw Saku get mentioned to in one of her past races. And I'm like, you can just walk over there and grab it. It is a good idea. So I'm incorporating that now. It's only slightly out of the way, and it is, a guaranteed bomb, because you need at least 3 for Kakariko. Titan's Mitt, okay. That's a good start. 20 bucks more. So it is... Okay, so far it's not a bad thing that I went the other way first, just because I would not have had money. Because the bottle vendor costs 100 bucks. And before coming here, I only had, well, I had like 100 and something. Ooh, powder. More bombs. Okay. I like finding more bombs. Green potion. That's exciting. The green potion in the bottle will let us get more use out of our cape, but more importantly, we can show that bottle to the sick kid. The sick kid will, for showing him a bottle, give us something. No, 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 no. Dang it. Okay. I sent the bird into another game. When Saku does that, she says she's sending wall chickens over to the Castlevania players. Which I think is fun. So that's where I sent chicken to. Off to Castlevania to feed the Belmonts. Ooh! Red cane. Another red magic item. That is useful. And this chest will have more bombs. Okay. I do not yet have the ability to get into the Dark World. With no hammer, I also don't have the ability to go check the magic bat. I have the powder though, so when I get the hammer, I will be able to do that. I will grab the 20 bucks because I want money. I am now a single 300 rupee pickup away from having money for Zora. I am going to blind check this thing. I'm going to trust that it will be something good, and that I'm not wasting my time. I'm willing it into existence. A sword, or a bow, or the hook shot. Or 50 bucks, okay. I'll take 50 bucks. Marley went for a walk. Marley has left my room. Why am I running this way? Save and quit. She will, of course, be back. Marley loves to spend time in my room. I will go check this way first. Agina has one item to check, and I have no idea if it's going to be anything good, so I'm going this way first. Alright, problem solved there. Red cane blocks. They're pretty good. Heart piece. Half magic. Okay. The hook shot. And a sword. Okay, we are set for the immediate future. I have sword, I have hook shot, and half magic is also fantastic. One of my favorite things to get in the game is half magic. Hey, Dancing Pickle. What's stun prize? A single rupee. Okay. Stun prize is officially useless. Oh! I can't believe I ate that hit. Another bottle. Okay, this one's got a bee in it. By running along this pit, I set up a water walking glitch. Now, when I jump straight down from above into the water, I will gain the ability to walk on water. No! And by jumping into the water like that, I screen transition, and I'm going straight to the homeless guy under the bridge. Basically, I have stacked up my water walking techniques. Some people will question the wisdom of doing flipper checks just now, because I don't have the flippers, and I don't have the rupees to go to Zora, but that's okay. There's other things over there that I can... Do not shoot me. Dear God. Yeah, there's a cave with 2 items in it over there. It's worth going to. 20 bucks. Okay. Did I lose my water walk somewhere? Okay, I have lost my water walk somewhere along the way, so I am not going to be able to check the cave behind the waterfall. So that's a bit of a pain in the butt. Which means I'm not going to get anything out of this trip. That's 20 bucks. From there, I'll just jump up onto the dry land and save and quit. Okay. Alright. Well... Armed with a sword, we don't have a lamp yet. Okay, I'm going to go to Agina, the old man in the desert, who I was neglecting so far. Agina will have 1 item, but while I'm over here I can also look at the ledge for Desert Palace and see what that is. I'll run over. It is $20, so I don't need that. Oh, I just barely missed that cave entrance. Okay. So yeah, I will check what this thing is. If it's the book, I still can't do Desert Palace. If it's the lamp, then I can do Aghanim. Hey, Fier, you're here. Welcome in. Hello, Raiders. It's the lamp. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Yes, welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for coming on by. I am your host, Joe. I am playing through my weekly Link to the Past randomizer race. I just picked up the lamp, which means I can see in the dark now, which part of me was like, hey, wait a minute, that means you can go do, you know, Eastern Palace and Aghanim. And then I realized, wait a minute, I haven't checked the back of Escape yet. I have the gloves so I can pick up heavy rocks, so I can actually go back here and look. And I can access Dark Cross because I have the lamp. So this won't be so bad. And I can also go up the mountain in Logic. Heart Piece, 300 bucks, that's my Zora money, and 20 bucks just to have a little extra. Okay. Yes, being able to see in the dark is of course a valuable skill for any adventurer. And so on my last Dungeons & Dragons campaign, I was playing a goblin. Seeing in the dark is useful. Otto, of course, knows all about me playing goblins. And here we are, Dark Cross, and it's a heart piece. I said, you know all about me playing goblins. God, I have so many goblins. That's true. That Blorbo also has an extended family. Fabula Ultima. Okay. Is that like just another tabletop game, or is that like a video game that's based off of? Because obviously there's like a million Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, tabletop. Okay. I have not heard about it, so all right. Based on JRPGs. God, this is going to date me a little bit, I think. There used to be an anime-based tabletop game that was called, I think it was literally called Big Eyes, Small Mouth. Old man's got my Titan's mitts? Okay, well that's a hell of a thing. I never played that, but I'm sure that yours is better, even though it's Italian. Only a slight shade to the Italians. That's just bombs. I don't care about those bombs. Oh, Italy is a land of many complexities. I wonder what the odds are somebody told them that Evangelion was like super full of Catholic imagery, and they're like, we love that stuff, Mamma Mia. Just told collectively the entire country of Italy. Heart Peace, Heart Peace. Combat is simplified as the SNES RPGs were. Ooh, Moon Pearl. Okay. Officially cool in the dark world. Big on storytelling and collaboration. Okay. I have played... No! The players don't have secrets from each other. Okay. I have played, more collaborative and story-based tabletop games before. The most notable of which is Vampire, of course, the old World of Darkness stuff. Ooh, designing the world together at the start of a campaign is something that is I've seen done in some games, but like doesn't get trotted out nearly as much as it should. I think Jen still has my copy of Fiasco. Oh, there's the book. I need that book. Fiasco is kind of like that. The players all collaborate on the story together. Oh, you know about it. Okay. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. For those in the audience who are not aware, Fiasco is basically a player-generated and player-acted Coen Brothers film. If you are unfamiliar with the Coen Brothers, they did Burn After Reading, they did Fargo, they did The Big Lebowski. They have a lot of quality films under their belts where everything goes wrong because people make stupid plans. I know, I don't know if it's their favorite movie, but Burn After Reading is like a favorite of my partner, who normally would be here, but is mildly burnouty, which does happen. No, I didn't clip through right. Okay. They'll probably join us later. I know that they adore Burn After Reading. It's a lot of fun, Brad Pitt plays a like a fitness instructor, or a personal trainer. That's the word I'm looking for. And he's a total himbo. Push these blocks. It's just money. All right. I can see that. I mean, it is a little bit closer to Fargo than it is to The Big Lebowski, so depending on what you're familiar with from them, I could see it being very not what you were expecting. Oh no! Brad Pitt being a spy was one of the better parts. It's just like, didn't even occur to the character. This is just a rental suit. Very. God, so, okay, so I looked... Ooh, the bow is nice, okay. So I looked at Turtle Rock there to see what the entrance requirement was, and it is a Bombos Medallion, which is going to suck, because the Bombos Medallion is on the Lumberjack Ledge, which means I do need to fight Aghanim. I'm also all out of things to do on Death Mountain. Wait, no, I can do... No, I can't. I can't. I don't have the hammer. I can't do anything else on Death Mountain. Out we go. God, have the Coen brothers done anything since Burn After Reading? They must have. I can swim now. And I have money for Zora. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check the King's Tomb here. Just because I can do that. And then, God, part of me wants to go do the Zora stuff. But part of me is like, you don't have the mirror. If you had the mirror, you could loop in a bunch of other checks there too. So, maybe I'll do that. I'm going to go to the town. I'm going to go into the Dark World version of the town. And I'll see if I can find the mirror there. I also never checked the map. Okay, green pendant, red pendant. Interesting. Or green pendant, red crystal. Alright, crystal up there. Okay. I did not do a good job of checking that map at all. I looked at the dungeon that was close to me and then didn't look at anything else. Alright, we're gonna do this check here. Oh, okay. 50 bucks, 300 bucks. It's a money game. I will open that dungeon as I pass by. I will then go to the C-shaped house, which is named after the fact that it was invented. It was like constructed by somebody with just a bizarre sense of architecture. Why would you build a house like that? I guess. Yeah, ghosts are like sewer gas. Just putting a bend in your house keeps them out. I'm gonna go do the digging game, I guess. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'll go do the digging game. Until I find either the mirror or the hammer, I can't even access Tower of Hera. Which sucks, because Tower of Hera is where I want to go. Oh, the prize was 20 bucks. Okay. Alright. It's my understanding that Winchesters scare off ghosts with salt. If I am the only person in the chat who has seen the Supernatural show, then that joke will not land. Okay, I'm glad you know that joke. Yeah, you know, as much as it was a punchline on Tumblr for many, many years, Supernatural was fun. Like, it's not a bad show. It's just the fandom had a bug up its butt. You know? And fandoms do that. The main thing with Supernatural is, when it's taking itself seriously, it's boring. You want Supernatural when they're, goofing off and weird things are happening. There's a whole episode of that show that's like a cartoon. 20 bucks. Dean's character is strange and always kind of ready to ruin. Okay, that's all I can do in here, so we're saving and quitting. I'm gonna take my little frog buddy to town. This dwarf will give me something, surely. Yeah, I don't know. It's if you treat it as a fun Monster of the Week thing, and you ignore when they're trying to do angsty plot arc, it's a lot of fun. Some of the plot arcs are also amusing, and they go into certain aspects of theology that are just fun takes on things. 10 arrows. Thank you for nothing, dwarf. I don't know. I also just really like Monster of the Week style stuff. Alright, I know I need to go fight the wizard, so, I guess let's go fight the wizard. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get hit a whole lot on the way. Because I'm going to go into the basement. No, I'm not going to bother with the basement just yet. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do the basement. No, I won't do the basement. I will assume that there's nothing in the basement. I don't have the map, so that's one of the chests in there that is, nothing. I don't have the Master Sword, so I can't cut through this, but I can put on the cape and walk through it. There we go. It's gonna take me forever to kill these guys. I have the worst sword. I didn't even get my second hit off on them. There we go. Okay. That took a while. Key. Alright. Yeah, I think for me, Supernatural falls into the same sort of situation as Xena Warrior Princess, or the Ash and the Evil Dead show, or The Librarians is also a good example of this sort of thing. It's just Monster of the Week with occasional overarching story. If you haven't seen The Librarians, it is also fun. There's a series of movies. I need to go over there. I never do this place. Yeah, there's 3 movies in the Librarians series. they're all okay. The last one is kind of whatever. And then there's a TV series which spins off from there. Basically, in the movies, there's a guy who ends up getting a job from the Metropolitan Museum. And his job is to be the librarian. But here's the thing. That job is actually weird. He needs to, like, catalog and collect magical artifacts. It's like a library that houses magic artifacts and books on magic shit. Blue Guard, do you mind? Yeah. There's like a guy who's like the former librarian. He's played by Bob Newhart, who is always fun. If I freeze you, I can't freeze him. Oh, that's such nonsense. I can't freeze these guys. Yeah, Bob Newhart is the former librarian. They had, I don't remember the name of the actress, but she was on 30 Rock from the Sun. She was like... She was the other professor that, you know, dude knew from work, but she was not an alien. Mary, I think her name was? I can't believe I'm blanking on, you know, random trivia facts from this show from, 25 years ago. That's so unlike me. Bonk. Yeah, he goes on adventures, he finds things. And then in the TV show, they spin it off. They're like, okay, so he's still the librarian, but the library sent out letters to other potential librarians. And other potential librarians are being tracked down and attacked by an evil, shadowy organization. And so he ends up needing to track down the remaining possible candidates for his job and be like, you guys need to be put into protective custody, so you're coming with me. And they all wound up being very good librarians. One of them was, like, she did that thing where, like, you know in a TV show when somebody's very good at math, but they're good at math in a way that lets them, like, predict things happening in real life, and it's manifested by numbers and, like, multiplication signs flying around their faces? She does that. They also have a guy who, like, speaks a bunch of languages and is, like, a expert on ancient civilizations, and also gets into bar fights. And they have the world's greatest thief. And they all have to work together. And also the guy who functions as, like, their mentor figure at the library is played by John Larroquette, and he's a lot of fun. I reference him a lot at Auto, in fact, because he used to be on the show Night Court. Highly recommend. That's right. I'm calling you out, Auto. Night Court. Yeah, John Larroquette was famously on Night Court. Then he had his own talk show, The John Larroquette Show. He was on an episode of House where he played an interesting recurring character. It may sound strange to say that he played a recurring character on a single episode of House, but here's how that works. The character he played is usually depicted in a coma. They call him Coma Guy. So he would just be laying in bed. And so you never saw his face. So the one episode where he wakes up, it's John Larroquette. Oh. It's a pendant dungeon. Okay. This place being a pendant dungeon is kind of a drag. What am I doing running out? I still need to look through here for things because it's what I can do. You know what? No, actually, this is not the only thing I can do. Though there are checks in here. All right, I'll do the mullet dungeon. This place is affectionately referred to as the mullet dungeon because it's business up front, party in the back. The first bunch of chests are all keys, and then all your items are in the back half of the dungeon. Basically how this has to shake out because of routing logic. Now I have a key, so I could just go straight through. Yeah, I'll go through. I don't have the hammer, so I can not do some things, but that's fine. You know, not being able to beat this dungeon is a-okay by me. It's a pendant. It's not even the green pendant. God, there's actually a full-on tabletop game that's just based off of shows like, you know, your Buffy the Vampire Slayer and your Supernatural and all that. Just straight up called Monster of the Week. And it is surprisingly fun. Uses Powered by the Apocalypse rules, which are... I don't necessarily want to say versatile, but... goddamn. It's fun. You can do a lot of fun stuff in Powered by the Apocalypse. You are slightly more constrained than I would normally care to be in an RPG. Quake. Okay. With no hammer, I have to go back this way. This is badly planned on my part. Ugh. Spikes. Yeah, I played a Monster of the Week game before, and it was fun. I could have stood to get more sessions out of it, but I understand why that didn't end up going, why they didn't end up continuing. You know, just group drama, you know how it goes. When there's suddenly a falling out with one person in the friend group, and they are no longer friends with the people. I was playing a guy who was like he was like a university professor who studied languages. Small key. All right. Yeah, he studied languages, and his shtick was like he also did. Basically, I was playing a Giles character. You know, Giles from Buffy, except with tenure, because Giles was just the librarian. It was my guy's job. He was like he was in this small town under the guise of I'm writing a book. And so like yeah, he was up there working on things, not necessarily book. I have one key left, which means there's got to be a key in there. Unless this is a key. Ack! This is a shield. Okay. Perhaps these are keys? Get that money. Master Sword. Okay, we can do a little bit of damage now. I know that no matter what happens in here, I cannot beat the boss. 2 small keys, which means I think this might be something? Small key. No, it was not. Okay, there's one more one more item, possibly two. No, yeah, only one. I think only one. I'm questioning how many of these keys are like... Ooh, fairy. Ooh, magic. Okay. There's the map. Okay. I hope I don't find the compass. If I manage to get through here without finding the compass is on the boss. And if the compass is on the boss, then I don't need to worry about coming back here to fight the boss. Bombs? Okay. Alright, moment of truth. What's in the big chest? Compass. God damn, I gotta come back for the boss. Maybe. I will probably not bother coming back for the boss. God, you know, I can... I should probably... Dude? Dude is right on top of me. God, I keep questioning my decisions. I never checked the back of Sahasrahla's house. Let's go check the back of Sahasrahla's house. I'm going to lead those guards straight to him. That's what I'm going to do. Bombs. $5, $50. Okay. Yeah, I'll do Eastern Palace. I can actually beat Eastern Palace. Hello! Welcome in! How's the race going? It's going okay. I fought the wizard. It was required by the seed logic because Bombos is on the Lumberjack Cave, which I have not gone back to collect yet, but I will have to eventually. In fact, the Lumberjack Cave, having Bombos, if I went and got that, I would actually be able to do Ice Palace. So I probably shouldn't be doing this dungeon, but I am over here, so I'm doing this dungeon. I am looking for a mirror or a hammer. One of those two things. Oh no! Without the hammer, I can't finish Ice Palace. I can start it, but I can't finish it. The mirror is required to get the book, which I need to get into Desert Palace. Unless, of course, I find the flute. Mushroom. Interesting. Okay, finding the mushroom here gives me pause. Perhaps I will, when I'm done here, go over to the witch's house and loop in a Zora and waterfall check with a mushroom check. Why did I bother grabbing that fairy? It is a mystery. Yeah, I have the Titan's Mitts already, which means I can get into the Dark World. I have the Moon Pearl, which means I can survive in the Dark World. I don't have the Mirror, which means I can't get back from the Dark World without saving and quitting. Alright, that's the map, which means there is guaranteed to be an item over here. Sometimes you take a gamble on skipping the chest that's over in this direction. If you've got like a 50% chance of it being an item, then most people would skip this. However, I know 100% chance it's an item. So I'm coming over to get it. I started off with an unorthodox starting order for me, and I think it may have bit me in the butt somewhat. Oh boy, it was health. Oh boy, health. Just what I needed. Alright, let's go kill the boss. Normally I go to the Sanctuary to start, and then do stuff in Kakariko, and then I zoop on over to, you know, the homestead. This time I started at home. What am I doing? He'll die in one arrow. Why am I bothering with the sword? Ah. But yeah, I didn't find anything of value over in the home or off of... well, I can't say I didn't find anything of value. I think I got the red cane over that way. Oh, skeleton jumped right in front of the arrow for him. Get down, Mr. President. That could have gone more smoothly. Red Cyclopses are fucking with me today. No! Dang it. Okay. It was a heart piece! Oh no! Okay. Well. Alright. Let's will into existence that Sahasrahla has a hammer or a mirror. One of those two things. Hammer or mirror on Sahasrahla to make it so that that was not wasted effort. Because I'm going to go show him the green pendant. And he will give me something for it. And I hope it's something of value. It was bombs. It was just bombs. I look like Boo Boo the Fool now. But at least we're fast. We were fast. Okay, so we're going to do the thing I talked about before. We are running up here. God, there's one other option for things I can do in the light world that's just, like, actually something I can do. Going into the castle dungeon. I didn't bother with that. I went straight up to get, I went straight up into the tower to fight the wizard. I didn't bother going into the basement to Zelda's cell because I didn't want to do, like... I didn't want to do a death warp back to the front. I'm going to release a bee in your place of business as punishment for not having what I want, which is items of value. I should have left one of those empty. I'm going over to the waterfall. I could check the ferry over there. Oh well. Ah. God, speaking of eco-terrorist, I was watching Moxie's stream earlier. She's playing through Final Fantasy VII, the remake now. Which means I guess she finished the original, and I missed the fight with Sephiroth. But I'm sure there's a VOD if I care to go back to see how she did. There's the hammer. There's the... Oh my god. Oh my god. If I hadn't screwed up my water walk earlier, I would have had those already. Ten arrows. I don't need to worry about those. Oh boy. I am screwed by execution here. I should already be so far ahead. And then the fact that I didn't get the glitch earlier means that I just didn't even bother wanting to come over here because I was like, I'll include it with the catfish checks. And then the catfish checks didn't happen. Okay, mountain cave, here we go. Old man, give me health. Let's go to the Tower of Hera. Bah! I did not get the speed glitch. What the heck? Okay, well, I will be leaving the mountain here with the best shield. So that's going to happen. I can also check Spike Cave while I'm up here, so I'm going to get a large collection of things before I leave up here. First things first, Tower of Hera. That is a compass. I don't want it. Everybody's looking for something. That is a small key. Disconcerting. Okay. We will set up the Hera pot. Okay. And into the pot we go. So, compass was down there, which means the big key is in the basement. If this isn't the map, it's the map. God damn it. Alright. So we're going to leave a couple of things behind. Well, a thing. I'm going to get whatever item the boss has. Moldorm has an item. I can say this much comfortably. I don't know what's in the big chest, but I'm not doing the basement and then coming all the way back up just for one chest. I am taking the chances. There we go. Some people would have switched to the sword to fight him there. It was health. Okay. I needed this crystal, it's fine. Yeah, some people would have switched to the hammer to hit his tail, because it does better damage than the Master Sword. I don't like using the hammer for that sort of thing. You know what I should have done before I come up here? I should have gotten Bombos. Well, live and learn. I'm going to be going to the Dark World this way, because I want that book. Dead rocks. Just the worst enemy in the game. Just the worst. Nothing compares. Other things are annoying. Nothing is as annoying. See, this is why I should have got Bombos, because I can't get in there now. Wrong claw. Health. Okay. I'll take health. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going back into the hookshot cave. Although I'm going to the part that I don't need hookshot for. And I'm going to walk off the invisible pathway and fall into the darkness. I switched off of my bombs and then realized, wait a minute, I still need bombs. Now I need the mirror in order to travel to the light world to get this book. Book, of course, quite useful. Ow. Ow. Book is useful because I can use it over here in order to gain access to the ether tablet. For $20. 20 whole bucks. Fantastic. What an excellent use of my time. $20. One of these shrubs should have... None of them had a fairy. Why did none of those shrubs have a fairy? I hate it. Okay, well, it's alright. It's okay that I didn't get a fairy. I have the cape. And the boots, so I will be through here relatively quickly. Shovel. Okay, that might be useful. Save and quit. I did not intend to be here. Although, you know what? Now that I am here... I think I might do the castle basement. Because I do have the mirror now, so I can easily escape. No, I'm not going to do that. In fact, now that I'm here, save and quit. Now that I'm in the light world, saving and quitting puts me in the light world. I can go to the sanctuary. Zelda, give me health. Mirror, get me out of here. I'm now going to go dash into a tree to get the Bombos medallion. What item do I want to have on? There is nothing in the tree for me right now. Alright. So this is the lumberjack check, which I almost never do because lumberjack seeds are... nobody likes to do them. I don't mind. It does just put an extra boss into the list of things you need to do. But now, armed with that, I have the ability to go do things. Ice Palace, specifically. I can do Ice Palace. Because I have the hammer now. I have a lot of things I can do now. But one thing I am going to do... Actually, I'm going to go into the Dark World first. I have the mirror now, so I don't need to worry about being in the Light World versus the Dark World. It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna do Thieves' Town. That's what I'm gonna do. This dungeon right here. Then on the way out of this area, along the south, I will check... Basically, I'm gonna do the Smith Chain. I'm gonna get the purple chest. I'm gonna check Cave 45. I'm going to check the dig spot since I have the shovel now. Then I will take the purple chest to the dude in the desert. And while I'm over there, I will also use the book to check the Bombos tablet. This is my plan. Let's see if I get distracted by things on the way. Yeah, 5 arrows is useful to me right now. I shot most of my arrows off at the boss in Eastern Palace. There's the big key. Okay. So yes, while we are... Goddamn, I got sniped. I am mildly low on arrows. That's okay. I'm getting bullied by a fire snake. Goddamn, fire snake's at it again. Okay. Oh, there's a fairy there. Oh well. It's fine. I didn't need it. It just would have been nice. get a little health refill. I will run through these iguanas. Oh, there's my health refill. I have a lot more health than I expected at this point. Doesn't feel like I've been at it that long. But it has been an hour now that I look at the timer. Okay. I guess it has been that long. By my usual standards, I'm about halfway through. Who's to say if that'll actually be how it pans out, though? I can't believe I did that. Hit again. Okay. Okay. Oh, God, I hope this chest down here has a small key. Or if it doesn't have a small key, that the boss also doesn't have a small key. Okay. In order to get into the big chest, I need a small key. If the game made me fight the boss and then come back into the dungeon, that would be just mean. 20 bucks. It would have been super mean because 20 bucks is worthless. Not technically, but, you know, I don't have a real use for rupees at this point in the game. I have 2 potions that are blue. Hopefully I don't ever need to use them, but, you know, I don't need to spend money on potions. I'll take that. I've already gotten into all the dungeons that I need to pay for access to. God, this fight is not going according to cake. Oh no. Am I screwed? I'm not. Okay, alright. I thought I was stuck to the wall. I dashed through the boss with the cape active, and I got temporarily stuck. But I unstuck when he died, so we're good. Alright, I got that crystal, I got everything of value in the dungeon, and several things that are not of value. Let's go do the hammer pegs. How did I miss? Okay. And this is $5. I don't care about $5. Let's grab this purple chest. We're gonna mirror here. I almost forgot. I need to jump into this hole. And the chest can come with me in here. There are some places I can't bring this chest. The digging game is one such place. Cave 45 is another, but fortunately I can leave the chest outside of the cave. 10 arrows. Magic bat, why are you so worthless to me? Why must the denizens of Hyrule be so disappointing? Alright, here we go, back to the light world. No. Okay. So the way that this chest works is, as long as you have just grappled to something using the hook shot, you're able to dash. If you haven't grappled to something using the hook shot, you can't dash. The dash button makes you let go of the chest. Why didn't I switch earlier? Alright. What's in Cave 45? It is... not worth picking up. Alright, purple chest, let's go. I'm in a bush. Let's try that again. Alright, I will talk to Stumpy. Stumpy is already a tree. I will go to the light world and I will dig here. Vanilla flute. Tempered sword. Alright. We can now send our enemies to Flavor Town. We do love the Doritos blade. I know that there's a glitch where basically if you drop the chest off somewhere along the way and you use the mirror to go back to the light world next to the dude, it will count. God damn it. The chest doesn't actually need to be anywhere near him to open it up as long as you pop out of the dark world relatively close to him. You can leave it over in the over by Cape 45. What am I doing switching off of the mirror? It's not a trick I have practiced much, so I dare not risk doing it in the race. Alright, what do we got here? 10 arrows. Well, certainly something. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Transition again. No. No, Desert Palace can wait. I'm going to go do the Swamp Palace. Yeah. God, this is so stupid, actually. I'm going to go do the Swamp Palace, because if I find the flute, then I can combine Misery Mire and Desert Palace. And then I realize, as I'm looking at the map, Misery Mire is a pendant. Hopefully I don't need to do it. You never know. We have had a pedestal seed somewhat recently. It always throws people for a loop when it happens. And I always appreciate it somewhat because all of these dungeons have their own special charm. God, I was watching one of Saku's VODs the other day, when she ran a race from earlier, because like I can't watch her race live anymore because I'm in the race now. So obviously that's an issue. But I was watching and she had mentioned that she might consider allowing new tricks in, because people like know a bunch of new tricks, and it's at this point difficult to remember like what is and isn't allowed, because there's so many things that just when she set up the league were not tricks that anybody knew about and now are commonplace. Like I could do a trick here to clip through this wall, but I need to instead go up here because the trick is banned in the league. And I was just in the comment section on the video like, it's funny that you talk about the allowing more tricks, because this is it was a seed where if she had allowed herself to do Specky Clip, which is the clip to get through this railing, it would have been a whole lot faster. And then I'm like, but also like I do appreciate that I'm not pressured to pull off Icebreaker or Diver down, because I am not good at those tricks. I can do them after about like 10 attempts, but that's terrible viewing material for a race. It's just watching me spam red cane blocks. I do need the fire rod still, so we're going over this side. Yeah, we will see what comes of possible new tricks allowed. Specky Clip is a small one. I just like to do it because it involves clipping through a wall with the hook shot. Diver Down is interesting. Icebreaker is ridiculous. And would basically require me to relearn routing through Ice Palace. In short, with Icebreaker, using a red cane block, it is possible to phase through a wall in the dungeon. Which does let you jump straight to the back of the place. It's interesting to watch. When you understand the mechanics of it, you're like, okay, I see what's going on here. It's stupid that this happens, but it's in the game. And just by being able to more or less go into the back of Ice Palace, it changes the way you approach things. I do not know if I'm prepared to add that level of change to how I normally do Ice Palace. And by how I normally do Ice Palace, I mean badly. Alright, Blue Cane. Not worth the trip to this side. I was hoping I might find the fire rod in here. I do need it. There's 2 dungeons I need the fire rod for. I don't technically need it for Ice Palace. It would be useful for Ice Palace, though. I need it for Turtle Rock, because Trinax requires fire rod to beat. And I need it for... oh, I don't have Big Key. What's the other dungeon I need it for? Skull Woods. Yes, there's the second area of the Skull Woods dungeon that can only be accessed by burning the face off of a weird wooden thing coming out of a skull's mouth. But there's also this. The fire rod could be in Ice Palace, just to tease you. It could be in Skull Woods, because that is the vanilla location for it. It could even be in Turtle Rock. The game might want me to route through Turtle Rock not last. I would prefer to route through Turtle Rock last. Because it's super easy to go directly from Turtle Rock to Ganon's Tower. They are neighbors. There's the big key. I guess I'll come back for whatever that item is. Yeah, at this point there's several items that I have left behind. Ah! Ah! The bugs. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking more risks in this seed than I normally do. Also, Hypno, I'm glad you are here for our regularly scheduled eyeball shaving. Get over here, Fuzzy. How? What? Man alive, Argus. Give me that fuzzy guy. Alright, that didn't work. Now he's dead. Alright. 10 bombs. Alright, good news. We're coming back into the Swamp Palace to pick up the big chest. It's an item. I'm here. It's not that far in. I'm gonna get it. In fact, I even have the mirror. Hey, Moxie! Welcome in. I'm doing a Link to the Past. Hello, Raiders. Usual spiel. What do we do? Hello, I am once again your host, Joe. Today we're playing through The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, but randomized. I even mentioned your stream earlier because the subject of eco-terrorism came up, and you're playing the Final Fantasy VII. I meant to ask, how did you enjoy fighting Sephiroth in the original? Because I was not there for when you fought him. How do I want to do this? Where do I want to go? I guess I want to do Desert Palace. Good. Tell me you deployed your bonus save point smartly. I know I've seen people use the save point in places where it's just like not advantageous at all. Okay, good. Like, the idea clearly is to save right before you get to the boss. Oh. Well, yeah, that is fair. I mean, if you're there, you may as well, right? I didn't need those arrows. Yeah, it's like another friend of mine was talking about they're playing through Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster, and they suffered kind of a critical error, and they wound up accidentally losing a powerful sword. I don't care about that money, and I'm just like, no. You're playing through it too, but they didn't do that. They lost a powerful sword, and they're like, oh, I kind of feel like restarting because I really like that sword. And I'm like, you can technically get another one in the game. And they're like, yeah, but it's like at the end of the game, so it would be silly to be like, alright, I have this, now to use it to get things. Otto, what part are you stuck on? I am an expert on Final Fantasy VI. The tunnel armor? Oh, it's... Okay, well, first, the thing I would suggest is make sure that everybody is on the back row. I know we had that issue before. Alright, I will catch you later, Moxie. Worst case scenario, Monday night. Boop, boop, boop. Boom. So make sure everybody's in the back row so that they take less damage from the tunnel armor. That was an issue that we encountered before, I recall. Also, you know, basically you just want to always be using, yeah, Ultros. This guy hates the ice rod, but it moves very slowly. There we go. Yeah, you just want to be... Oh god, the map. Okay. You want to be using Runic on Celeste all the time, and Fight on Locke, because Locke is not good for anything else. I wish you'd gotten the Genji glove. I don't know what happened there. If you had the Genji glove, he would be a little bit more useful because he'd do more damage. But yeah, if you've got Celeste pulling the... I know he didn't give it to you. I don't understand why. It's weird. Maybe it changed in the Pixel remaster or something. I don't know. But historically speaking, that's how it's supposed to work. There's one more item over here, so I'm going to run and get it. I hope it's the fire rod. But yeah, if... just Runic on Celeste, and as long as you don't cast another spell, it'll be fine. Oh, cool. That's the last item I needed. Okay, I'm going to save and quit and go somewhere else then. Sanctuary, I guess. Why Sanctuary? You know what? I will do the Sanctuary route. I'm going to go check the Bumper Cave. And the Graveyard Ledge. And the Catfish. I'll loop them all in together. Then I will use the teleporter from Zora's Domain to go over to the lake and do Ice Palace. We have a plan. Okay. But yeah, as long as you're using Runic and fight, it'll take a hot minute because it's not the way it's supposed to go. I'm also going to look up here. Yeah, it'll take a hot minute because Locke is underpowered. Locke is not good at things. You know, he's on a team full of people who have wonderful and fantastic abilities, and he's a guy who knows how to rifle through people's pockets. Compass. Okay. As I'm jumping in this hole. Yeah, like, if you have a team that consists of Edgar, a man who can just pull up a power drill and use it on an enemy's cranium, and Sabin, a guy who can literally suplex a train, then you just have Locke over here, and he's like, yeah, I can take things off the enemy. I'm glad you fulfilled the meme. It is a good meme for a reason. Give me that key. You really do have to. I forget, were you having trouble with... You were having trouble with the train, weren't you? Yeah, and then I told you how to cheese it. Oh, undead enemies. You gotta love them. I think I told you about the other cheese strategy in the game, but you didn't have the ability to use it at that point. Alright, we still have the possibility of picking up the fire rod in the big chest. Yeah, the other strategy is basically when you cast Vanish on an enemy, its magic defense goes down to 0. Which means if you cast, like, Doom or Petrify on them, they will die. Guaranteed. Nope, don't go back out. Go through there. I just need you to hug the wall. There we go. Yeah, it's the classic strategy is referred to usually as Vanish Doom. Small key! Alright, we're leaving. Yeah, the Vanish Doom. It's a classic strategy. Oh, I suppose it is getting late for you, isn't it? That is very fair. I hope you sleep well. It's just money. Alright, yeah. Have a good rest, Otto. I will touch base with you tomorrow and let you know how the rest of this thing goes. Up here we go, so that we can go into the Graveyard Ledge. So called because it's a cliff face overlooking the graveyard. And my reward is $20, which I will not pick up. My rupees are a number that increases by 3 with each digit. That's kind of fun. I just noticed that. Okay, so I'm gonna give this rock to the catfish. See what the catfish has for me. The fact that I've skipped over several chests as part of a gamble, hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. Heart piece. We may be getting bit in the ass. We may not be, though. I do have the ability to do Ice Palace, so I'm gonna go do Ice Palace. Routing that dungeon like that was a good move on my part, I think. We aren't. We are getting eaten, in fact. The seed has, I think, decided to place some items cruelly in chests that I decided not to bother getting. I didn't bother with the boss in Palace of Darkness because I didn't have the hammer yet, so I couldn't fight him anyway. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There we go. I also didn't bother with the big chest in Tower of Hera because it was locked and the big key was in the basement and I didn't want to bother with that. And I also didn't go into the first part of the escape sequence, Zelda's Cell. There could be something down there. But hopefully not. All I'm really missing is the fire rod. I will grab that magic. Grab that key. Flip that switch. Hit a spike. Okay. I think I got that on the first try. I did. Good for me. Excellent bomb jumping. I've definitely gotten the hang of that. I used to struggle with that bomb jump so much. Not anymore. I just realized, looking at those rupees that dropped, the different denominations of rupee match the colors of the pendants, which also, of course, match the colors of the Triforce, historically speaking. But that's fun. That's a fun little touch. Maybe they just wanted to save space in the color palette. I don't know. Those guys will melt, and I will get the map. Alright. Still no big key. Gotta be in here somewhere, though. I know I could just go fight that boss right now, but, ow. I'm looking See, I'm at the point in the game where I'm like, I need a specific chest. And so, hopefully it's in the dungeons that I need to do. And so by hoping that that happens, I will cause it to spawn in one of these. Yeah, this room is called Iced Tea. It might be in here. It was in here! Alright, we're going back to the boss. I can't go back to the boss that way. I don't have the big key. But hey, Fire Rod! We're in go mode. I can go finish the game. That's some exciting stuff. Oh, let me... just need to hit this button. And then go into this door. Then I will leap in this hole. And then I go fight the boss. Okay. So yeah, this is the second last room in the dungeon. This is why I was like, when I first thought I could go beat Ice Palace, I then realized, wait, I can't beat Ice Palace, I don't have the hammer. Okay, so we're gonna knock Cold Stare here out of his ice cage. That was a pretty quick Cold Stare kill. I'm happy with that Cold Stare kill. That was pretty good. And now that I'm done here, off we go to somewhere else. Okay, what are the other dungeons I need? I need Turtle Rock and Skull Woods. That's it. Just Turtle Rock and Skull Woods. So I'm going to go do Skull Woods. Yeah, everything is coming up slightly Millhouse. And the best part about going back to Skull Woods now is I know exactly where to go, just beeline directly to the boss. I don't need to worry about anything in the front. I just run to the back. And there he is. Mothula, the pain in the butt who requires the fire rod to get to. And who has installed in his dungeon a moving floor because he wants to be a pain in the butt. In theory, I should, like... There's a chest in the front of this place that I'm like, that is something that in theory I should grab, but also I'm not going to. It's definitely an item, but it's not an item I need. I have all the items I need. Okay, we'll light that torch. We'll come up around this way. We will do that. I screwed that up. Okay. Up here. I missed the mummy twice. I need his key. Moldorm, what do you have? A bomb. Okay. It is okay if I only have half a magic bar to fight Mothula with. Yeah, oh god, that was relatively clean. Wow. Okay. I will pop out, save and quit, go up to the mountain, and then I will enter the last dungeon I need. Save and quit. It put me on top of the pyramid. I forgot it would put me on top of the pyramid. I don't have the flute, so I can't just fly up there. Now, I wonder where the flute is. Old man, give me health. Ah! Hit by cabbages. God, I saw a post earlier talking about anime cabbages and how they never look good. I need to approach from this direction. One of the folks I watch who speedruns this game was talking about how it's slightly faster to go up the mountain and use the Turtle Rock Warp than it is to use the one at the bottom of the mountain and then go up in the Dark World, but that it is almost worth. It's usually worth it actually to use the one at the bottom of the hill, because one bad dead rock up here will just screw you. Fortunately, I didn't hit any bad dead rocks. Okay, Bombos to gain entrance to the dungeon. Should have had this open already, but I did not. 100% fault of my own. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with how this is going so far. Since I'm in go mode, I will attempt to skip things in this dungeon. There are some things, though, that you do not skip, like this chest, which has a key. It doesn't necessarily have to have a key, but it does in this case. And this chest, this room over here, we also don't want to skip, because there's chests behind it that also usually have keys. Whoosh. Fire. Fire. Okay. With those torches lit, we just knock ourselves off the platform, warp back to the door, and walk on through. And a well-placed cane dash will get us through the danger zone. And now we can actually proceed into the back of the place now that we have 2 keys. We have not found the big key, so that'll show up along the way. Be dead, give me key. Oh right, red cane. There's the big key. Okay. Oh, Sartaz is finished. People are starting to trickle into the end. Which does make sense, because if I'm approaching it, then the people who are very good at this game will also be approaching it. Okay, so I go through this one. There's a small key that drops off an enemy in here. There's also a gaggle of anti-fairies, which I will turn into fairies. No! There, key. With that, I just turn around. I go back through. Because if I go through, then I end up using the key to get to that other chest there. And I know I don't need that other chest because it can't have anything I need. Alright. We will then proceed... Ow. Into the back. Through the dark. Into the dark maze area. Oh my gosh. Okay. That could have gone smoother. No! Go back. I need to hit this button before I go to the end. I goofed. I goofed on the rail placement. It's fine. Over here, and somebody else is done too. Servo is finished as well. Okay. That's fine. Oh gosh, you know what? I don't need anything from Laser Bridge. I'm going straight to the boss. I will kill that anti-fairy. To get a fairy. That didn't work right. Whatever. Okay. Red cane. I just realized. The fact that Servo is done means that my only competition now is Saku. Icehead, don't do it. That was a pretty clean Trinex fight. All aside from the fact that I managed to let him get some ice on the floor. The map. Okay. Yeah, I haven't found silver arrows yet, but I have the fire rod, I have the lamp, I have the Dorito sword. I am fine with fighting Ganon like this. There's also a decent enough chance that I will find the silver arrows in his tower. But if I don't, it's not the end of the world. I know the tricks. I know how to do this thing. Also send a message in Discord from my phone. Wahahaha. Okay. Alright, into Ganon's tower we go. I will check this side first, because there's two easily accessed chests. If the big key isn't in either of them, then I warp back to the front. Red mail. Okay. Warp back to the front and try the other side. Believe I want the hammer next. Small key is useful. Yes, hammer. Next, I want the hook shot. Bonk off there into this room. I know I've said it before, it bears repeating. Bonking is my favorite trick. Okay, well that's all the dungeon items. All the dungeon items other than the big key. If I find the big key, then I will be able to go straight to the end. And then I will be done. Nope, that didn't work. Alright. We'll do it the easy way. Sometimes you can get the boomerang trick to work there. It did not work for me that time. No! Okay, I deserve that. I screwed that up. 10 arrows. Boy, did I screw that up. If you bonk off of the wall, you can jump over the first fire snake. I managed to grab the wall, which is not what you want to do. It means I was just too close. Bombs. Red boomerang. The flute. And ether. Okay. The flute would have been nice outside of the final dungeon. I guess finding the flute in here explains why we can use it to get out of Ganon's tower when we beat Aghanim. I will accept that. I will say not having the silver arrows will make these guys a bit more of a pain. I say these guys as though I'm here yet. Ten arrows, okay. Alright, here we are, Armus Knights. Knights on ice. There we go, okay. What's in this room here? 50 bucks. 300 bucks. Butter sword. Oh, man. Okay, so back to the front. The key, then, the big key we're looking for is on the right side of the dungeon after all. Which is the gross side of the dungeon. Nobody likes to do the right side of this dungeon. The fact that people finish so quickly tells me that it's not in this chest, so I'm going to skip it. Am I metagaming? Maybe slightly. Okay, I got through. I like that the different swords, you go from, like, the Dorito blade to the butter sword. So, like, you go from Guy Fieri to Pauladine. Big key! Okay, alright. Going to the end. Let's go get Ganon. I am pleased to say I feel slightly vindicated that I didn't end up... yeah, slight vindication as what happened there? That's very confusing. I don't know how I took damage. I had the cane going. I shouldn't have been able to take damage. But yeah, as I was saying, I feel vindicated that they indeed was not in the chest that I said it wouldn't be in. I am out of arrows. Oh no. Not a situation you want to be in. I meant to dash with the cane and it didn't work. Okay. Ah! I even knew that wouldn't work. I usually go for the invincibility frames by pitching myself off the side. And then this time, I opted not to. It's true, there is no exception to the rule. Everybody plays the fool. And today it's me. Hey, 10 arrows. I turned around to grab that heart and paid for it. Oh, fairy. Come back. I hate Stalfos. They're such the pain in the butt. How? How? I heard him get hit twice. How did he survive my spin attack when he hit him twice? So weird. I need the red cane. I do want arrows. Give me those. And I still need the red cane. Oh, I almost managed that. That room is always a little bit risky because there's a chance that one of those dudes will knock you off the edge. You do not want to get knocked off the edge in there. Because then you have to run back through a conveyor belt. I'm fine for magic, so I'm going to skip that magic pickup in this room. Yeah, the half magic is very nice for this. You never know, these might be silvers, so I'll grab them. Okay. Like I said, you never know. At this point in the game, it takes a second to check. Oh my gosh. How humiliating. I screwed that up so badly, I'm gonna just get all my health back like that. Alright, hook shot. And now we fight Moldorm. Again, there we go. Okay, he's dead. This is the last chest in the game. I will open it because, again, it might be silvers. It's probably not, but no, it's 20 bucks. Okay. Were it silvers, that would make Ganon a little easier. I had the cape ready to go just in case I needed to go invisible to get through bumpers and little mini guys. Such wound up not being the case. Two hits, 2 hits. This one will be slightly messier. Oh yeah, not a single hit off of those ones. I think I need one more hit. Yeah, I only needed one more hit. Now, despite the fact that the duck is still sealed in the windmill, not windmill, the weather vane in Kakariko Village, I will call on his services to send me to Ganon. Oh, Saku is done, so I am going to be like a minute behind her. So we are now officially eating ass in this seed, because I am definitely bringing up the rear in this. It's okay, we don't mind getting last place. It's been a fun race. How did he get a bat off? There is no way he should have been able to get that bat off. Ganon. Alright, I'm gonna flip back around to the lamp. Did you find the arrows in Misery Mire? Oh, oh, Ganon, you tricky bastard. Alright, okay. Take 2. Let's grab some health. Oh, that was so sweet. That fairy catch was almost worth getting knocked out of the Ganon fight for. Back around to the cape. Okay, take 2. Let's do it again. Bacon dates back. Da 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 da. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here and wail on him. Yes, this will eat my magic. No, I do not care. There, no fire bats this time. Ganon, I've got you now. I know it doesn't do me any good to hit him multiple times when he hops here, but I don't care. It's fun to beat Ganon up. Whew, that was close. Okay, so now I just need to hit him with a number of spin attacks. Which will be easier if I don't miss. Yeah, I knew I was in a risky spot there. Alright. Now I am almost out of magic. That's okay. As long as he doesn't knock me off the pit. Because, yeah, that's all I needed. Alright, okay. Yeah, being almost out of magic, not that big a deal. I still have 2 blue potions and a green one. God. I'm looking at the timer. I am done with a time of 2 hours and 33 seconds. Alright. So, my usual of 2 hours wound up coming to pass. Just a couple of minutes behind Saku. Small race crowd tonight. I have no shame about coming in, just squeaking in behind the hostess of the race. I will now run through the things, because I'm curious about what was on the Master Sword pedestal. Probably money. I'm curious about a lot of these checks that I didn't get. Because, like, I skipped a bunch of things. I wound up, being the right call in the end. I suppose, okay, so I could have saved time off the start if I had done things that I normally do. If I'd gone through Kakariko first, and then around to South Shore. That would have been, a little bit quicker. Because there were definitely some useful things in Kakariko. Also not double dipping. It was just bombs? Okay. Yeah, going to get Bombos early would have been good. Not wasting time in... God, if I had gotten the water walk off when I tried to, I would have been able to get into the waterfall cave and pick up the hammer and the mirror, like, right away. If I had those from the start, that would have been, like, that would have made the race for me. Unfortunately, I booched it. I don't know what happened. Somewhere along the way, my water walk got eaten. I probably shouldn't have bothered with the hobo. If I'm going to be completely honest. Some people do just skip him, because he's one check and he's out of the way. Which I do understand. Okay, first sword, 10 minutes in, flute, I found the flute at the end. Mirror, almost an hour in. Nice even spread on which sword I killed with. The only consistent thing is I killed with a sword. No deaths, I don't mind that at all. I was in menus for a total of almost 2 minutes, and I lagged for 8.5. 170 out of 216, with a total time of, well, the game thinks an hour, 58 minutes, and 15 seconds. This is where the discrepancy comes in, because the game also told me that I lagged a bunch, which is why we use a timer in the race room otherwise, because the game time is not accurate. But yeah, that is the race done. Usual Friday race. It was 2 hours is my usual time. I'm happy with that. This was a solid race. I had some good fights. Trinex was pretty clean. Cold Stare was my cleanest Cold Stare in a while, I felt. I honestly, by the end, since I had the Butter Sword, I didn't even miss the silver arrows, but they are nice to have. But yeah, that does seem like a good place to leave off for now, because the race is over. Tomorrow there will be new Fallout going up. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you have to wait another day for Fallout, but you will have already been able to see the Fallout that went up, because I'm talking about the one that goes up on Saturday. And of course, another episode of Chrono Trigger on Sunday. That is still going. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. I have once again been your host, Joe. I'm going to hit the stop recording button now.